And now, the pitch, where we challenge ad agencies with impossible briefs based on real-world scenarios. This week, their client is completely fictitious. It's Australia's #1 airline, Qantas. The Flying Wallaby. And the brief, make an ad that explains why moving airline operations offshore is actually the patriotic thing to do. Can they do it? Please welcome from Make, Murray Bergen, and from Thinkbone, Dean Frisky. Murray, how did you get your idea off the ground?
Well, we just went where the energy was and had a bit of fun doing it.
Let's have a look.
It's an Aussie's God-given right to take a sickie. To extend a weekend. To have a blunch. To live for holidays. And every time you've taken that day in lieu, the family vacation or weekend escape, we've been there for you. So to ensure you still get to enjoy your holidays, we need our staff to be there for you too. If our workers keep holidaying when you're trying to get away, we'll find others happy to fill in for them. Qantas. It's Australian to want a holiday. It's un-Australian to ruin someone else's.
Yeah, I love it. Good. Dean, how did you deal with the baggage?
Well, 1 in 20 Australians have moved overseas to make a life for themselves, and that means that most of us would know someone who's gone overseas. I'm pretty sure that we'd still call them Australian.
Let's have a look.
You liked Kylie and Russell in Neighbours. We all did. But would you love them if they hadn't gone overseas? If they'd stayed, grown old on Ramsay Street and never fulfilled their potential? It just wouldn't be the same. Like when Russ held aloft his Oscar, or when Kylie's bum was bigger news than Madonna's. How proud were you to be an Australian then? And so, we too are moving overseas, to the heart of the action, to fulfil our potential as the best in the world. And, like other great Aussie icons before us, make you proud.
Great job. Well done. Russell, which of the pictures did you prefer?
I loved Murray's, the end line on Murray's, it's un-Australian to ruin someone else's holiday. I thought that was great. But, Dean, I'm actually persuaded, mate. If you want to be at the heart of the action and to fulfil your potential, then you've got to head off overseas. Well done, mate. I thought that was great. So, Dean.
And which one did you prefer?
I have to say, I thought they were both absolutely brilliant. For me, tapping into that whole, spirit of Australia, and it's very Australian to want a holiday, etc., etc. So I had to go with #1.
Anthony?
Look, I think the first one really touched into the bludger culture of Australia, so it was extremely... And I love the bit with the boot falling apart off the worker. That was just... that was classic. But I actually thought the second one was a smoother execution. I think it tapped in very well sort of the values of all our iconic Australians who have made it well overseas. So I'm going for #2.
Todd?
I'm also going for #2.
Oh, congratulations. There we go. Todd? What are you both? Look, that's how our panel flew. You can parachute your thoughts onto our website, Facebook page or Twitter feed. Gruen Planet. No fishy aftertaste.